My wife Molly and I got a great deal on this property, and that's because it was neglected for a decade, and there was all sorts of overgrowth and fallen trees, and the area just looked dark and dreary. But today, we are going to be changing that. With the help of a couple chainsaws and this compact tractor, we are going to make a massive difference. So let's get started. We're going to need the tractor to get this one to go over. Really got to squeeze a gap here, so got to nail this perfectly. Well, it was actually leaning back this way. I knew that going into it, but it was leaning harder than I thought. Pinched the saw, but thankfully the tractor was there to push it the rest of the way over and nailed the location.
Ready to get back after it?
Oh, I put my bar upside down. I wonder if that matters. Kind of doubt it does. Try to get out here while it's
not raining
right now. I'm prepared to be in the rain all day though. Bring it on.
Don't say that. I'm going in if it rains.
Suit yourself.
Yesterday, Dylan went absolutely nuts out here, and it's probably going to be hard to show on camera, but I'm going to try to do my best and give you a little tour of everything that he did. And he's already continuing to cut down more up there, but it's just crazy how much more light there is just from what he's cut down so far, and there's still some flags still out that he hasn't gotten to yet, but just from this view, the yard has opened up so much. I was gonna go cut down my measly little vines, but what he's cutting now is something that needs to be done so bad that's gonna make a huge difference when you pull into the driveway, and I can't miss it. I have to watch. Just picture all of this underbrush gone and just the trees. It's gonna be so nice.
This section's gonna be an utter nightmare.
I know. I was just thinking this is probably the messiest of our property. Like this one little area.
It's horrible, and I think it's stock full of vines and poison oak and nastiness, and there's only like 3 things in the entire thing that I want to keep. So I'm just gonna get the tractor and see what it can do without the chainsaw.
Good idea. Goodness. be the biggest vine I've ever seen. Oh my gosh.
This pine tree right here is a very big hazard. It looks extremely dead. I'm going to push on it a little bit with the tractor, but what can happen is that it can snap off and come back at you. But they're also real dangerous to cut down, so there's not, you know, there's only so many options here. I'm going to see if it'll just easily push over before I try to cut it down.
Oh, I had a palmetto over here and I didn't even know it. And now it's crushed. Those palmettos just make me think of Florida, and we love Florida even though we don't live in Florida. And if I could just cover our entire property with those things, I would be happy. So whenever I see one that we have, I get super excited.
This will not come as a shocker at all to many of you, but I do not have some fancy skincare routine. But one thing I have come to enjoy is smelling good. Molly brought me home some like sample tiny little vials of cologne one time, and I grew to like cologne. Now, one thing that I can't stand doing is going into department stores and going through the hundreds, if not thousands of bottles of cologne and sniffing them out, trying to figure out what I like. That's not me. I'm not going to do it. However, this month that changed because I was introduced to Scentbird and they kindly sponsored this week's video. What I love about Scentbird is that for the first month you only pay $8 and they will send you out a cologne or perfume of your choosing. And if you're like me and have absolutely no idea where to start, they will even send you through a simple little quiz to help you figure out which scent's going to work best for you. After taking the quiz, Scentbird recommended that I got this The One for Men by Dolce & Gabbana. It has hints of amber, tobacco, ginger, grapefruit, and cardamom. I don't really know what any of that means. All I know is that it smells good. Another one I recommended was this Nosferatu by Heretic, and it has Peter Richor, Lilac, Violet Absolute, and Vegan Ambergris. I don't know, guys. It just smells good. Each one of your scents come with this pretty cool little case here that pops open, and you can see the vial of cologne right there, and it simply snaps back into place, and it will lock, and you can simply twist to unlock to spray. If you guys would like to try out a cologne or perfume, all you have to do is go to the link in the description below or scan this QR code and use coupon code Woodbrew at checkout. You'll get 55% off your first order. That makes it only $8 with free shipping and a free case. Thank you so much, Scentbird, for sponsoring this week's video. Let's get back into it.
Just picture this with all this underbrush gone and like grass or mostly pine straw, just the weeds gone and all of this opened up. It's like fairyland. I don't even know. It's gonna be so pretty. I'm really trying my best to follow him and get the shots, but I'm not about to get run over with the tractor and you can't really see much anyway with all of the stuff. So I'm doing my best. Just thought I should share that. Gosh, this is gonna look so good.
doing it.
What you think?
Oh, I haven't been working like this in a while. Holy moly. A week of this straight it'll get you.
That'll get you.
Man. Much respect to the guys who do this every day. I guess you get somewhat used to it, but dang. In the heat, sawdust all over you, bugs trying to bite you.
The after rain bugs might be the worst.
Yeah. Dang, it looks good though.
I know.
That looks dang good. Why don't you get your little horse out here, huh? A little donkey.
For
I get a
what?
donkey.
No.
You got chickens, I can't get a donkey?
No.
Molly will not let me get a donkey. I want a donkey so bad.
No.
I want to hear him just...
That's what I don't want the donkey for.
He'll just be laughing at you. You'll be walking down the driveway and he'll just be laughing at you.
No.
That's what I want.
It's just hard to capture on camera when he's picking up what he's picking up and where, but there is so much that has now been cleared that I don't even recognize it anymore. There's still a lot of work to do, like the vines and the saplings on trees and all the underbrush and cleanup work, but it is, and I've said this 1,000 times, but it is looking so good, and it is gonna look so good when we're all done.
Girl threw her paces here today, making her work for all her I don't even know what, I'm exhausted. I'm working the tractor very hard today. She's handling it, no problem.
It looks so good. I can't get over it. Remember when we said we would just start up by the house and, you know, get that how we want it and then move on?
I don't recall that at all.
You don't.
No, I've never said such things.
Whatever happened to
There's no
that?
evidence of that.
There might be. I'll have to go back.
I'll cover my tracks.
You just got a little carried away?
Can you blame me? Look at it.
I know.
People are always giving us crap about not finishing things. Look at how much stuff there is to do around here.
Is it the stuff or like ADD or something?
Well, it's both. It's every day I'll drive home and drive into this place and look, I could do that, I could do that, I could do this, I could do that. And when I get fixated on something, everything else, including the thing that I was very hyped up about yesterday, goes out the window.
This is very true.
I'm just living my life. My best life, you know? I'm just doing the things that I want to do when I want to do them.
I guess that's all you can ask for, huh? In life.
It really is. Just had a real big missed opportunity from a YouTube perspective. I just dropped this massive pine tree right at the entrance of our property, And this is a very high stakes pine tree, and it didn't go perfectly to plan. It landed where I wanted it to in the end. Top of this pine tree had the whole top taken out of it. It looked horrible, and really these trees just become big time hazards, so it needed to go. But it was wrapped up in a bunch of other trees and power lines on two sides, road on the other side, and yeah, a little tricky. This is the aftermath of me trying to get this tree to go over with the tractor. You can't tell, but these ruts are pretty darn deep. Tore the driveway all kinds up trying to get it to go. Definitely missed out on a frightening, oh my gosh, this almost went terrible thumbnail here, but I just decided to do this one off camera, and well, it almost went bad. Thankfully it didn't. It's all bucked up. I wish you could have seen it. I should have filmed before I bucked it up. This thing was massive. It was filled up this whole area. Well, let's get it moved out of the way. And cutting grass in between the rain, and it's getting real dark real quick. Molly just ran outside and told me that we need to get inside. We're under a tornado warning, of course. So, you know, this is the way in the South things go. It seems like, at least this time of year. It's just every other day, if not every day, it rains, and sometimes it's severe. Good news is the entire front section of this property is looking super good, but there's still just a bunch of junk on the ground. And to really get this place looking good, we're gonna have to grind the stumps, and we're also gonna have to get this area graded out because it is all sorts of lumpy and bumpy everywhere. I don't really know the best way to approach this, so we're just gonna start working on it and see what works. So I've got the landscape rake attached on the tractor, and we're just gonna start running through here and see how that does. That really isn't working that well, so I'm gonna go get the box blade and see if that does a little bit better job. It was pretty much an entire day's worth of work to get one half of that area done. I'm pooped though. I've been doing this for I don't know how many days in a row, and man, it's taking its toll. So I'm gonna kick out a little early this evening. It's actually the weekend, and go hang out with the family and get back on this another day. All right, let's see if we can rally and get the rest of the property looking like this. So we're gonna start right here. You can kind of see the difference between the two, and we're gonna start cleaning up all the rest of this debris off the ground here, scrape it up into a pile, get it out of here, and get it box bladed and graded to the best of our ability. Smalley actually hasn't seen any of the progress that I've made, so let's get her reaction. Keep your eyes down. Look at the ground.
Okay.
Let's walk all the way to the front. Hey, Bubba.
Just looking straight down?
Yeah. I want you to see it from the from the front looking back.
Okay.
Hey,
I wouldn't shut your eyes.
don't give any hints, Bubba. What do you think, Chubbers? Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Dylan. If there was grass there, like when there is grass there, it's gonna be beautiful. What do you think? Motorcycle. It's crazy because, I don't know, like as you're working, it doesn't seem like much is happening, but then like, I don't know, today made a huge difference. Today and yesterday.
Do I do good work?
Yeah, I think you do good work. Just think about that on that side too. And everything clear. And level, the ground all level. Can you imagine
It's gonna be pretty
having
sweet.
level ground?
Look at how much better the driveway looks already.
Okay, and then picture iron plants down each side with gravel in the middle.
OMG, girl!
It would be so cute.
It would be so cute, Bubba. What do you think? Yeah? Look, you see yourself?
Who's that?
You see yourself? Let me take you around and show you what all it took to get this place looking like this. All these pine logs, we got a few of these that are going to be good for the sawmill. We got this giant pile of oak. This is going to be mostly just firewood. That's pretty much all that's going to be good for. This is all the tops of the trees. This is pile number 1. Pile continues into pile number 2. Here's pile number 3. This is all just pine tops. And pile number 3, which is really just all the super junky stuff, the dead stuff, the real funky stuff that isn't going to be good for pretty much anything else. And then this giant pile of basically just small roots and leaf buildup over the years on this area because it wasn't maintained. For instance, around this pine tree, you can see there's nearly a foot thick of this just organic material of leaves and stuff that has built up across the entire area, and it suffocates these trees. You can see how much moisture is around the base of this tree, which just kills them over time. So it's a very good thing that we got all of this out. So what the heck are we going to do with all this? Well, that big pile should turn into good usable topsoil over the next few years. We may end up moving it to a different location. A lot of these logs over here could be bucked up into firewood. And then all the tops material, which is the majority of the piles, we're hoping that we're going to be able to chip that stuff up into some wood chips and then be able to use those wood chips as mulch in all of the various beds that we'll be adding in around a lot of these trees and in the landscaping on our property. As much destruction as this may appear to be, this is actually going to be really good for the longevity and health of the overall property here. So I'm glad we're getting this done, and there's still a whole lot left to do. Well, folks, I think this is one of the biggest improvements that we've done here on our property, and it gets me so excited to continue finishing this place out. But that's all we got time for this week. If you haven't already, head over to provenhands.com, check out all of our American-made gear that we make over there, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.
He's like that this whole time.